And I hope that you have followed the news on the conflict border between Cambodia and Thailand. And then there are many questions which has been raised about that issue. Because Thakra Bay Temple and Preah Vihear Temple has been attacked recently and destroyed partly in Thai whole temple.
Yes.
So my question, why, not my question on behalf of the public opinion, why UNESCO respond very late to that destruction?
I mean, we were all thinking that after this war that was about 12 to 14 days in July, and the peace agreement, then we were preparing with Madame Sakona, Her Excellency, the Minister of Culture of Cambodia, a mission to come and to see particularly the site which is on the World Heritage List, which is Preah Vihear. This site for UNESCO is a very important one because it took a long time when the file presented by the Kingdom of Cambodia was to be studied and then to be presented, and finally it was a total recognition of this site on the Cambodian territory. When I came here this time for the ICC, unfortunately we immediately heard that the war started again. And the reply was immediate. I was in contact with my colleagues and they said, because to tell you the truth, I was thinking, coming to the ICC last week, I was also having the possibility to go to Preah Vihear. The war came, so now we cannot. We are not authorized when there is war. For security reasons, we cannot go. But I'm sure that at a certain moment that we hope very soon the fighting stops. And this is the responsibility of UNESCO in cooperation with the Cambodian government to send a mission. This is what we have done all in my life at UNESCO. I attended so many wars, unfortunately, but each time, as soon as the UN are telling us as a UNESCO that security is ensured, then we come. What is the role of UNESCO? The role of UNESCO is to give support to the country where there is a World Heritage Site in danger. And I know that as soon as possible, there will be a mission, but we have also in UNESCO a unit in the center, in the World Heritage Center, a unit monitoring through satellite images the situation of the sites. So it's not that we don't know what is happening. We know, because there is a unit depending from UN, United Nations, which are sending us regularly the pictures of World Heritage Sites which are in situation of danger. So we know that the site of Preah Vihear is in danger, and it will be proclaimed by the World Heritage Committee as a site in danger. When a site is proclaimed by UNESCO as in danger, they are also
in danger by the conflict between Cambodia and Thailand.
Yes. Then they are a process to give technical support for the restoration. This is what I said to Her Excellency Madame Sakona. We have now also a second association which is working with member states, and this is called ALIF. ALIF is a foundation based in Geneva. I am the president of the scientific committee of ALIF, again for $1 symbolic, where we receive requests from countries like Sudan, like Yemen, like Syria, where there was war and damage to World Heritage Site. And this foundation, ALIF, is giving support, financial. So I say to Madame Bokova, ALIF is already giving support to Cambodia for the Kokher restoration of the sculpture, for the Western Bemon, and for the Vishnu statue.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I mean, you can be assured that as soon as the situation permits, there will be an action
So
on the
it
field.
means UNESCO cannot prevent anything before the conflict starts. No.
There is no possibility for UNESCO, and I really, as you know, I work for UNESCO for more than 40 years now. We cannot go if we don't have the UN security insurance.
So it means, for example, I heard that, for example, the Thai military or Thai government always announced that they will seize the Takobai temple or they will attack Cambodian territory, something like that. So UNESCO heard that, but UNESCO cannot say anything.
No, we are making a declaration to the states in conflict, reminding them, this is what I said in my speech before, we are reminding all the countries signatory of the 1954 convention that they should respect the civilians, and they should respect the heritage. So it's not that we are just sitting doing nothing. At UNESCO, we are following and monitoring what is going on now.
But after the war started already.
After
I mean the war, the conflict started already, not before the war started.
No, before the war, we are informed as everybody that there is an uprising, there is a situation of bombing, etc. We cannot, normally the sites in a country are under the protection of the national authorities. Angkor, Kokher, Sambor Prei Kuk.
Preah Vihear, something like that.
All they are under the protection of the state. When a war erupted, we have to inform the countries about the legal obligation of protection for the civilians and for cultural heritage. But the physical presence of UNESCO cannot be ensured now. For example, I received an information that there is about 50 kilometers that we cannot go now. Otherwise, I can go. I am a very voluntary person, but we have to wait until the situation of the arms is stopped. Now, the other aspect, and this is why we have here ambassadors like Ambassador of France, Ambassador of Japan, they are in contact with their Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and they have to work also in the same direction as UNESCO. That means we have to see how we can have a peaceful agreement in order to give the possibility of civilians to come back to their homes and to give to us, with our colleagues, experts in Cambodia, to go on the site and to make the proper assessment and to see how much it would cost to restore what has been damaged. Because we can always restore. I was in Iraq only a few weeks ago. We worked on the damage done by Daesh on the church, on the mosque, on the houses, and we are restoring them. So we have the experience. It's unfortunate, but it's the life of working in situation post-war. During the war, we can't do.
So my last question with you maybe, for example, is there any law to punish people or those who destroy the temples?
I think in the international law, UNESCO is not a tribunal. The UN has other means at the level of the Security Council, at the level of the General Assembly. Then they have possibility to see what is happening and who is, having done something which is contrary to the legal obligations. But UNESCO, as an international cultural body, has not police, has not. We are not a judge. That is our situation. But we are the advisor to the countries.